Hi, I'm in the cellars of Albert Morot in Beaune. And Albert Morot is one of those little family owned wine companies in Beaune. They started, the company goes much back, but then in 1890s when they started or moved on from being a negociant to bottling their own wines. And at the moment, they hold around 8 hectares of land, all in Beaune and some in a little in Pommard, but mostly in Beaune, and they are all premier crus. So like Cent Vignes, the Beaune Aigrots, and Beaune Bressandes. So all of them are come from different plots of land, as little as 1 hectare each or lesser than that, and each of them, because of the location, have a different kind of a nuance. So I had a chance to taste 3. Cent Vignes, which is, this vineyard is at the lower end of the slope, and so it is less in concentration, followed by Aigrots, which is again a bigger one, middle of the slope, but then it is on the northwest slope, because of which the ripeness was not as strong and hence less concentration. And the last one is La Bressandes, which is out of the 3 the most powerful of the lot, and you could see subtle differences between a 2017 and a 2016. And last bit, I had a chance to taste a 1999, which was aged in this cellar. At the moment I am standing in the -2 level of the cellar, which is at a constant temperature throughout. At the moment it is 3 degrees cooler than what it is above. It is warm upstairs, it's cooler, and in the winters when it's really cold upstairs, it gets warmer downstairs, so the temperature is constantly maintained. And this bottle is from 1999, one of the Beaune Premier Crus. And if you look at the color, I had a look upstairs in light, and this was, still with a lot of hint of ruby, and that speaks of the finesse. As Geoffroy, who is in charge from the family, and he is in charge of the operations and the winemaker here, he says that I'm not sure, it ages here in this cellar, this bottle has not moved, and perhaps because of which this sees that kind of finesse despite being that age. Geoffroy puts, I don't know, for me, my wines are ready to drink at 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Even at 4 years, they're good to go. We sell our vintages at the earliest possible. So, yeah, he's not a sucker of really old Beaune wines. But then, yes, of course, as you see, we're in the cellars and you see a lot of bottles going back as far as 1920. I asked him if 1920 was a good one to drink. No, he says it's a library, and we just try to keep old books, but not necessary those books are relevant for today's time. So he's not sure of, he certainly knows that those wines are keepsake and not for drinking. But for Albert Morot, which was an organic producer, very, very small, 40,000 bottles, is a wine to drink now, or it can go on for 10 to 20 years. They're all Premier Cru, a very small production, and I am really happy to be here at Albert Morot. If you're in Beaune, of course they have tastings, but by appointments only. You can write to them, and yes, you can come here and experience how a small winery looks like. Cheers.